I can't tell you what is it about the shoe because it's so simple, but you know when you know, right? It's like when you see a girl or a car, if you like it, you like it. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. It doesn't matter what is going on in the world. It just connects with you for some reason. And it could be the shoe is just low cut, high quality, simple. I guess what got me into collecting was basically not having. So growing up, my parents are immigrants from Cambodia. They came to this country with nothing. And so they had to work really hard to even just give us the basic essentials. Once I got to college, I got a part-time job. It wasn't much. It was like $7.40 an hour. And I would, honestly, other than food, I was probably buying shoes. And so that's pretty much what I did for 20 years up to this point, yeah. It got to the point where myself internally, I didn't want that to suffer for some reason, and just for a pair of shoes. So that's where I've kind of grown up, I guess, is my priorities have shifted. I got married, I'm responsible 50-50 for somebody else. I can't have some inanimate object take over my world and overcome my decision making.
It was kind of like a hobby, you know. So I knew he liked them. I knew that he collected them. But I didn't know really to the extent of how many shoes he actually had until we got married and he moved them in, and it was just box after box after box. And I was like, wow, I had no idea that you had this many.
Here's my Dunk collection. It's 100 boxes deep, to the ceiling. And so she's like, it's the same shoe, just different colors. I'm like, yeah, that's simplifying it, But, I always try to get her into it, but it doesn't interest her whatsoever. But again, she supports me.
He's never really been like, I would never say obsessed. I would say that he enjoys collecting them. He doesn't have any other vices really. Some people drink or gamble. I want him to keep it. I want him to be able to keep it because he worked hard for it. And so he deserves it. And hopefully, Noah will be the same size, that he will get to, enjoy it too.
I rarely spend time looking at stuff anymore. I rarely spend time even figuring out when stuffs are gonna release. And I think also, I rarely get angry about missing on a shoe. It's just another pair of shoes. I probably wouldn't take that piece of my life out because I probably would be a different person if I didn't have that piece. The money in these shoes, I can always get back. I can literally, work for another 2 weeks and get another paycheck and I'll get that money back. But the time I've spent either researching online or, staying up extra late, just trying to get a release online versus, maybe napping with my son or, waking up and taking him to breakfast or, just helping him brush his teeth. And that's really the biggest regret. I think my biggest takeaway from just sneaker collecting in general was the time I spent growing up. It's just me maturing as a human being, and actually sneakers had a method of doing it because I had to make decisions along the whole way that were either for my collection or for myself personally. So you end up forcing yourself to make decisions in life that mold you for the future, right? And so I guess that's my biggest takeaway, is my collection is kind of a reflection of how I've grown, how my tastes have changed, how my priorities have changed. And really, I'm at that point now where they're almost, sneakers are almost non-existent because I got to be a family man now.